Hello everyone, welcome to my channel. My name is Claire. I'm an intuitive, a coach, and a conscious creator. So I try to create content that hopefully brings messages to people who are looking for them. So to start with, I think I just want to share that I'm feeling myself being guided into a new version of myself. And the reason I'm sharing it is because I feel that many of us are feeling this way. So maybe you're feeling this way as well. You're welcome to share with us in the comments if that's something that you resonate with or that feels like, yeah, similar to you. Um, I feel as though I'm being called to step into a different version of myself, but I feel like I'm being called to do all the things that I've been drawn to want to do for years. So I've always wanted to guide and help and support people and bring people together and empower people on their journey so that they can be their biggest guru and their biggest guide for themselves. And I think part of my message now that I really want to share is like to trust the process of stepping into the new, trust the process of saying, there's a different way to do this. So like with me, I can very easily get sort of sucked into, not sucked into, it doesn't happen to me, I'm also part of it, but that mindset thinking of like I need to do more, I need to push more, I need to get more likes on my videos, because if I want to create this community, I've got to do certain things and make sure that I'm saying things, and as soon as I step back again and I go, well, why am I doing this again? What am I doing this for? I'm doing this because at the heart of it there's a part of me, my soul blueprint, that's saying to me, I am here to spread light. I am here to be a light, to be a guiding force, but force not in that way. A guiding light, just guiding light, let's go with that. Just to speak out so that other people know they can speak out, to speak about things that other people are maybe a little bit scared to speak about. So that's part of my message today, is stepping into our true self, the self that we are here to be. And what's been coming through for me a lot over the last few days is the energy of Mother Mary. And I want to say Mary Magdalene, like coming through together. And I've worked with both Mother Mary and Mary Magdalene before on my own personal healing journey. And you may have worked with them as well, and you may know that feeling of love and support and fierceness, but the fierceness is also from a place of love and a place of joy and a place of connection. It's really like there's so many energies that can come up for you when you work with Mary, Mother Mary, Mary Magdalene. But what's been coming up for me this week is sorry, I'm trying to think of how it's come through. And a lot of it is to do with the way that we connect with others. And I feel like the way that we connect with others is difficult for those of us who are on healing journeys or on more sensitive, intuitive journeys. So I've spoken a little bit about the sensitive journey. So maybe being more open to spiritual insights, feeling like the world is really sensitive around you. And some of the messages that have been coming through for me this week are to remind ourselves that the more we go into the sensitive journey, the harsher the world can sometimes feel. So for me, that means like I'm driving on the road and I'm so much more aware of the people around me who are more aggressive drivers or more like fast, wanting me to get out of their way. And I'm finding that the more sensitive I become, the harder those things can become. And it's the reminder for me to set my energetic boundaries, uh, disconnect from people, give myself like solitude time when I'm on my own and I'm just connecting to my heart. I'm reminding myself that I am allowed to be sensitive. Being sensitive is not a bad thing. Moving through the world where things feel harsher is part of the process. So another part of my process that I've been going through is that I'm almost the way that I am sometimes triggers or reflects the hardness of other people. So, for example, like I'll be um, having interactions with people, and it's random, like maybe going to a doctor, which I had last year, or let's go with that one, where my sensitivity becomes so much that now just going to normal experiences can become difficult because I'm so aware of the fact that my needs have changed. I need softer. I need more compassion. Um, I need more genuine connection. And when I don't feel that, my body feels it and it tells me we need to move away. We need to find softer spaces. So I feel like I'm struggling to get the message out. I don't know why it's irritating me. Normally I can just speak and it's flowing. I think what I'm trying to say is the hard and the soft in the world are coming up against each other. And it becomes difficult for those of us who are leaning into the soft. And I want to say that even the hardness within ourself, there is a stark contrast between hard and soft. And we are being asked to tap into the softness and trust that we will get guidance and trust that we will know what to do moving forward when the things around us feel too much, when things feel overwhelming, when the world feels too harsh, when we don't know what steps to take. And I feel like there is part of my journey that I am being called to guide people on the sensitive journey. So the last few months for me, or maybe a year, has been navigating, setting boundaries for myself in a way that I protect my peace. And I have realized that so much of this involves accepting people for who they are. Um, we have a tendency as human beings to tap into or dip into judgment, into blame, into the butting of heads with people when they're different from us, when they don't understand softness, when they maybe don't see the sensitivity for what it is. And I feel constantly called to acceptance. And I feel like this is where the Mother Mary energy is coming in. So, the Mother Mary energy of, and it doesn't always have to be the biblical story, but that's the way it's coming through now, of Mother Mary witnessing her child, Jesus, being treated with so much hate and so much anger and so much just hardness, and Jesus being someone who was soft and loving and compassionate, and Mary who was soft and loving and compassionate and came to this world to be a light, had to walk through that path, had to go through to see this is the way that the people are. How do I hold on to my softness? How do I hold on to this feeling? And what I'm feeling now is the way to hold on to our softness is to gather together with soft people, gather together with the sensitives, gather together. And if you don't have people in your community that you are meeting day to day that feel aligned with you in this way, connect in spirit. Call your guides and angels to come in, ask to connect even just spiritually, energetically with those who are softer, because I can tell you now that many of us are feeling these energies. There are millions of people across the world who are having these experiences. But then another important thing to remember is that not every sensitive, intuitive, soft person is going to align. We are all here for different reasons, for different purposes, for different missions. We've planned different things that we want to experience on our path, and you may find an intuitive, sensitive person that doesn't necessarily align with you, or you don't click, or you don't gel, and that's okay. Keep going out there and finding people. But I feel like we're being called to tap into more acceptance, into more. I'll tell a story of why I'm feeling this, because I feel like I'm going into the world and I'm feeling up against the harshness of the world. I'm feeling like I want to come into my cave. I want to feel like it's too much sometimes. People who are on healing journeys, people who need healing, people who are feeling wounded, people who are projecting stuff, people who are angry, people who are hard, people who are not tapping into the softness of the world. And I want to run away. I want to get away. And I think part of what I'm being told to do is to step into my version of truth and my version of power and my version of softness and hold that true, because it becomes easier to move through the world when you know who you are in that space and when you can feel yourself moving in that space. I feel like I'm not fully sharing things the way I wanted to share them today. I hope that some of them are making sense. But I'm inviting you to close your eyes and tap in. I feel like when I close my eyes and I trust what comes through, it will come through as it needs to come through. So I call Mother Mary to come into our space. And if you feel comfortable calling Mother Mary into your space, into your heart. And this is where the co-creation happens as you tap in and you allow messaging to come through just as you need it. Maybe it will be different to what's coming through for me. Maybe it will be the same. If you don't feel messages coming through, that's also fine. But just trust that whatever is needed will come through. If you invite it in, if you open your heart to the process. The message I'm hearing is that we need to be ourselves. Be yourself. Be your beautiful, brave, strong self. There are moments where we may feel that the world is too hard, where we may feel that walking this journey is just too much of a challenge or a struggle. We are being called to rise up. And rising up doesn't mean having to be stronger or harder or fiercer. It means rising up with more compassion, rising up with more love, rising up with leadership that the world may never have seen before. The more of us rise up and lead in a way that leads with love and understanding, especially for our children, leading with love in a way that we show our children that we are not here to control them. We are not here to force them to be who we want them to be. We are here to open spaces for them to figure out who they are and who they have come to be in this world. Children are the way showers. Children know where we need to go. Children are moving faster. Children are learning quicker. Children are showing us that the way that things are going is not working for us anymore. And whatever that means for your life, this is a moment for you to reflect. Sometimes big decisions need to be made where we need to make changes for ourselves and our children, to step out of the systems, step out of the noise and the nonsense, and step into the heart. What is the heart calling us to do? The heart is guiding us to more connection. The heart is guiding us to more pure experiences. The heart is guiding us to look at the bigger picture of life. There is no race, there is no rush, there is nowhere for children to be. There is no milestone to reach or to hit. Every single day will bring what it needs to bring, and sometimes we need to trust that for us and for our children. Lean into the softness. For so many years, we have feared the softness, we have feared the sensitive, because it highlights to us what is not working. And sometimes it leaves us feeling hopeless because we don't know what the new is. We don't know what to do if we don't do what we've always done. But we are being called to trust, to walk the path, sometimes not knowing what it will be, and trust that the children of today will become what they are going to be, and we are there to support them. We are not supposed to step back and just watch and witness. We are invited to be a part of the revolution, to be a part of the change. So right now you are called to invite your guides, your angels, your team that is here for you on this earth, that loves you unconditionally and is always guiding you. All they are asking for is for you to open your heart, to tap into the God consciousness of the world. And God consciousness means tapping into the I am presence, tapping into the belief and the idea that all is connected. All is connected. God is in you and you are in God. There is no separation that we've been taught. We are all connected, we are all one, and we are all being guided to move together as one, to rise, to create, to become. You will know what your next steps are when you ask. You will know what your next steps are when you ask. And I think we are being called to keep asking and keep listening and keep connecting. For too long, we are tapping into our head and we are asking our head to tell us, where should I go? What should I do? What decisions must I make for myself and my children and those around me? And when we tap into our heart, sometimes the answers may feel scary or different. And they are asking a lot of us, maybe it's asking us to make big changes that are different from our families and our ancestors. But that's the reason we're being called to make them, because you are the one who can do it. You have the strength, you have the support, you have the guidance. Who is stopping you from speaking? And whatever answer comes up for you to that question, who is stopping you from speaking? My answer to you today is that no one can stop you from speaking. No one can stop you from speaking out, speaking up, and creating the world around you that you deserve and that you are here to create. So step into your power. You are a beautiful being. Your energy is bigger than your body. Your energy reaches out. Give yourself a moment now to imagine your energy reaching out, touching the hearts of those who need you in their life, who want you in their life, who feel you in their life. You are here for a reason and your presence matters. And now I'm seeing a vision of Mary witnessing her child struggling through the pain of life. Not only the crucifixion, but just struggling through the pain of having to step into the power of being a sensitive in a world that does not understand sensitive. And you are being called as a parent to step into that role and to acknowledge the hurt that you might feel when people don't understand your journey or your child's journey. And acknowledging that that is okay. You have got support and love from spirit, and you will have support and love from those around you who are here to support and love you. Sometimes you just need that one person. Tap into your heart now and trust the process for your children and for yourself. You are doing the right thing by making decisions that maybe other people don't understand or don't agree with. The sensitive children of today are the change makers of tomorrow, but they cannot step into their power without support from a parent or a guardian or somebody who sees them. And we are being called to be those people. Just as Mary witnessed Jesus stepping into his power and walking bravely on that path, we are being called to see our children step into their power. And their path does not have to follow the path of somebody who is powerful and famous and everybody knows what they're doing. Every little bit adds up. So even just the small little journeys that your children are making in their own small way, your child has already started creating ripples. You may not even be aware of it, but they are doing it. So I'm definitely being called to speak to those of you who have sensitive children. Tap into the spirit that is around you, that is guiding you, and bringing you messages as a parent and telling you, you know what you need to do. You will know what you need to do. Keep asking for guidance. Keep trusting the guidance that comes through. Trust your children. Love your children. When there are challenges in your parenting relationship, trust that you will be guided on what to do. And there's no perfect answer, there's no perfect plan. A relationship does not have a day-to-day perfect blueprint. The blueprint is created every day with tiny micro interactions of compassion and love and healthy boundary setting, but healthy boundary setting not of the world, healthy boundary setting from spirit, teaching us how boundaries should be set. There are new ways to set boundaries, not the way of the world. And we're being called to tap into what those boundaries are. Boundaries of love, loving, kind boundaries. Boundaries that bring you closer to your child, not separate you from them. Boundaries that keep you safe and keep your child safe. Connecting to your breath now, allowing yourself to inhale and exhale. And just a reiteration, I'm hearing the children of today will be the way showers of tomorrow, the children of today. And there are more change makers in this generation than there were in any previous generation before. But they cannot make change without support from us, from the leaders around them. We are their leaders, but not in the way the world sees leadership. We are their leaders with love and compassion and heart. So right now, I'm asking you to tap into the energy of Mary, call Mary in to help you to be that conscious support to your children, that divine, loving support, and welcome Mary to be that parent to you, to say, this is not a journey of being perfect, of trying to be something that you don't have to be. It's an imperfect journey. The focus is love for self and love for your children. Love for self and love for your children. You cannot have one without the other. Keep focusing on love for yourself. Mary can be that heavenly parent that maybe you are needing right now. Call her in. She will wrap her loving arms around you and tell you, you are safe, you are loved, you are nurtured, and I will continue to guide you as you need. I'm here when you need me. Take time for you to step out of the race, step out of the noise and chaos, and just keep tapping into your heart space. You are loved. You are loved, my children. That's the way that she's saying it. My children, you are loved. I have room in my heart for all of you, and I'm bringing you into my heart right now. Take a moment to feel her loving energy envelope you right now and wrapping her arms around you, wrapping her love around you. You are so held. And in this moment, I also feel there is this message of like, Mary of the Bible is not necessarily the Mary of today that we feel. Mary of the Bible was a quietened version of this mother figure. She was so much more powerful than we are even aware. She was already a heavenly mother, even here on earth. There was a reason she was chosen for the role, because she was a healer, she was a light shower, she was a woman of women. She brought women together. And she's bringing you to her heart right now. And you're being called to come into her circle. Come into her circle. And when you are ready, you can gently open your eyes and come back into the space. So we just thank Mother Mary for the messages that come through. And if you received any messages that you want to share with us, please let us know in the comments. I just want to finish off by saying I'm amazed again by the fact that I came on here because I knew I wanted to bring a message through, and I was trying to trust my head, and I was like, I know what I wanted to say. I've been thinking about it the whole week. But as soon as I just closed my eyes, which I'm always anxious to do because I'm like, who wants to watch someone on YouTube with their eyes closed? Like, but who cares? Because I feel that that's part of my journey is bringing messages through and trusting as they come through and allowing myself to be a channel and get out of my head and tap into my heart. And when I did, that message I did not even expect. I didn't know what was going to come through. And again, I'm being called to work with parents, which I'm not surprised because this has been my calling for the last 10 years almost. Since I had my own children, I keep being called to work with children. There's a card in one of my card decks that I keep pulling, and it's so funny because every time it comes out, I get a little bit annoyed, and it's so silly to admit it, but I go, but I don't know what you want me to do. I know I'm supposed to work with sensitive children, but how? And it always comes back to guidance for parents who have children who are sensitive. And if I can support parents who have children who are sensitive, then I am supporting the children. And I hope that that's true. I hope that that's the way it's come through. That feels so good to speak out. So, funnily enough, I have been working on a card deck for parents for a very long time. And the reason I've been working on it for so long is because I keep getting into my head and I say, who's going to buy these? Who's going to need these? Who's going to want these? They need to be this way. They need to be that way. And when I trust and I just put it out there, I have sent the cards digitally to so many parents just to look at because I wanted feedback. And the feedback has been, oh, I dropped my crystal. Sorry. The feedback has been so positive and so good. So I'm here to say that there will be cards coming out for parents. I need to step into my own power because I believe these cards will help parents who it gives you that opportunity to go, I don't know what to do right now. I use cards constantly, almost every single day. And I wanted to create something that could help parents. So there are 44 cards which are not for sale yet, but they will be. I'm putting it out there. They will be. I want them to be printed. I want to sell them as a card deck so that people can have them at home and use them. That's the idea. But for now, if you are looking for a space to gather with like minded, sensitive parents and souls of sensitive children, if you are working with sensitive children, if you have sensitive children, I have opened the Wildflower Souls Community on School, and the link is below. Please come and join us. For now, it is still just a free community where people can gather and get to know one another. But I see now, just from right now doing this reading, that the reason everything has been so slow is because I don't want to start a community and then again I'm told you need to work with parents. And so I keep going, no, I will just work with everyone. I'll work with everyone. Whoever wants to come can come. And then I can feel the don't go yet. No, don't start yet. You're not on the right track yet. You're not on the right track. And then I do this reading, and the reading tells me, but you're supposed to work with parents. So the reason I'm saying this as well is because maybe that's happening on your journey and you're feeling stuck. Why am I not able to move forward? What is sticking here? Maybe it's that you're being called into something that you are not stepping into. I don't know if that's true. That's what it is for me right now. I'm being called to step into working with parents again, parents and those who work with sensitive children. And I need to take the message and roll with it. So thank you for being here today. If you enjoyed this message, my imperfect message, which I am embracing imperfectly, if you like this, please pop a like. Feel free to subscribe. Share with someone you think this might be helpful for. Somebody last week told me that they have a person in their life who has a sensitive child that they are struggling to understand. And I have a feeling my videos from now on may be leaning more towards that. Let's see what happens. So yes, thank you for being here today. I welcome you into this space and I send lots of love to you. And I will hopefully then see you soon in my next video. Thank you so much for being here. Bye-bye.